If you have used CSS in large complex project, you will know that CSS can quickly hard to maintain. This is because CSS that we use lacks a lot of features, and this is where CSS preprocessor can help. In CSS preprocessor, we can use features that don't exist in CSS yet. So we write our code in the CSS preprocessor, then it converts it to a valid CSS that is understood by the browser. Similarly, as we use Babel to convert ECMAScript 6 or TypeScript to ECMAScript 5. Now there are multiple kinds of CSS preprocessor, such as less, SASS, and stylus. And they are more or less the same. As I already explained in the previous video, NativeScript themes are built with SASS. Now let us see SASS in action. Let us say I want to change the background color of the button and the message color to red. So in the CSS file I will type button background color red and h1 class color to red. Save. Let's see the implementation. Okay, great. The problem with this implementation, if in the future I want to change the color to blue, then I have to modify two different places. Better way to write this is by using SASS variables. With SASS, we can define variable and give them a value. Then we use that variable in multiple places. So I can define a variable with a $sign, like this. So I will name it $color red. Then I will assign it here and here. Save. Now let's say I want to change the color to blue, and let's see the implementation. Okay, great. Now it's preferable to have all SASS variables in separate files. So I will call it a variable.scss. And here I can define all my variables like color to blue. Save. Then I will go to my app SCSS. I will delete this and I will import the variable SCSS file. Save. Now let us look at another power feature in SASS called mixing. So let me delete all this. And let's say I want to define the classes for h1 and h2 this way. Uppercase. Similarly, I want h2 to be the same. And probably I will add more attribute down here. Okay, let me see the implementation. Okay. So now, instead of repeating the code, I can use the mixing. A mixing is like a collection of multiple attributes. So I will type here mixing, then I will name the style h-style. Okay, and let me copy these two lines and paste it here. Then simply I will include these mixings in h1 and h2. So at include h-style, then I will call the h-style as a function. The reason I'm calling this mixing as a function because I can pass a parameter, as I will see soon. So let me copy this line here and paste it here. Save. Let me check my implementation. Okay, great. Now let's say I want to pass different color arguments for H1 and H2. So I will add a parameter for the mixing here. Let me call it color, and I will use color here. Okay, now let's say for H1 I want to pass the color red, and for H2 I want to pass the color green. Let me see the implementation. Okay, perfect. Now in the next video we are going to see how to customize theme for our mobile applications.